Okay, so here we are in the new 296. This is a GTB. It will be the same for GTB or GTS. First and foremost, start the car. You hold the brake, hit the start button. It's going to start in hybrid or e-drive, will be electric. And then if I wanted to start it up here in qualifying, the motor would start on and you would hear it kick on, but we're in the showroom, so I won't do that. I'll do everything here. Car's on, but it's in hybrid mode. So seat memory right here, you have 3 different settings. Opens the front. This opens your gas cap and your charging cap. This will open the door. These are your seat controls. Under here is going to be your parking brake. So hold the brake. Right now it's on. If I pull it, there it goes away. Pull it again as long as I'm holding the brake. Activated. Next to that is the auto park. If you have auto park enabled, when you come to a stop and turn the car off, it'll automatically put the car in park for you. Over here you have your low beam button. You want to keep this on auto. That's your headlights. They'll turn on and off as needed. You have your parking sensors, so if you're going through a car wash, which I wouldn't take this through a car wash, but if you are, or if you're going to back up against something that you know it's going to beep at you and you don't want to, you already know the parameters, you just hit that there and that'll turn that off. These are your mirror controls. You choose what side you want, it's going to light up, and then you hit which direction you want to go and it's going to follow there. And then you hit it again, turn it off there. Cool. This one right here is your front axle lift. When the car is on, you can hit that. It'll lift up for when you're going over bumps, come back down. This button right here is your parking cameras. This particular car doesn't have the parking camera, so it's not going to show up here, but you do have your reverse camera standard, nice, clear with the sensors there for you. And then let's go ahead and pull both paddles. And then you can turn those off here. They'll stop beeping at you. That'll go away on the screen there. Cool. Now to the steering wheel, you have your blinkers, your indicators. You have your cruise control button here. You can turn on, reset your last cruise control, turn to get off here. You adjust the speed up and down on this right here. You have your high beams, auto high beams. This is answer phone calls. This one is your Siri button if you have CarPlay connected or Android, and then also your voice if it's just the Ferrari system there. You can hit that, tell it what to do, and it will navigate you where you need to go, stuff like that. Change the channels. This is your climate button. As you can see, the climate stack is just 2 fans, the different climate modes, and then your defrosters, and then your temperature here. So if you hit the climate, you can bring up this screen and then you can scroll through different adjustments, as you can see here. So your seat has a lot of adjustability. You can go back out of the seat here, get over to, so you have air conditioning, you can pull that up, thermal comfort if the seats are heated or ventilated, the adjustments themselves, and then you have a climate mode where you can make it warm up or cool down depending on what climate you're in. It kind of just sets the cabin to that climate. And then we'll go over again to, right now it's in cool recirc, and then we'll go back to air conditioning, turn it on and off right there. Or you also have your fan speeds here. You can see you can turn it up and down, little 2, 1 there in the corner. That's your fan speed. Go all the way over below 1 and it'll turn off. So that's how you do your climate. This will get you back out of any screen you're in. You can see it has a home with the back button, and then when it goes away, you're all the way as far back as you can go. Okay, so we'll go through the screens now. You have your vehicle screen here. You can click the middle. That'll bring you to the next page. You can scroll through these here. So here you're gonna have your overview. Will tell you your tire pressure. It's telling right now it's warming up, but it'll tell you when your tires are warm, when your engine's warm, so you know when to start performance driving. Your hybrid system there. That's your trip. And then this is your G meter. We can get out of this with pressing the back button, go into audio, click that. It's gonna bring up your CarPlay. If my CarPlay was connected, it would show CarPlay on the screen here. And then you can cycle through sources. Just click that, and you have your radio, Sirius XM, or your hard disk, USBs, they're all through there. You just scroll to what you want and click it. Pretty self-explanatory there. Navigation, you have this screen. We're inside, so it's not showing, but your map would be right there. And the cool thing about this, at any point, I can actually go like this, and now the nav's over there, and my car plays over here. So you can cycle that through. There's my vehicles. So yeah, that's also an option. You can cycle through, move them around as you want. That's side to side. And then you have phone. That'll be your calls. Once you're connected, previous calls and stuff like that will be in there. Settings, how you set up your car. And then if we hit View Max here, this would go to a full map normally. Of course, I'm inside, so there's no connection, but that would connect and show you your map that you can then cycle in and out of with the View Max button here. Now it has my boost and RPM and map. And I can hit it again. That goes back to my most customizable zone that I can put which information I want. Climate is always one button away. On this side, we have our Manatino switch. Now you have your different modes. You can see we have wet, sport, race. I'll let it cycle through. CT off, and then traction. If you hold it over, it'll be traction all the way off. Most of the time, you're gonna drive this car in sport or wet. Of course, race would be more for track use, and all the way off is for taking traction control off and having fun on the track. Now, this is right here is going to be your windshield wipers. You have off, auto, 1, 2, 3, and then you can hit this button here to spray the windshield wipers, or hit up here for a one wipe kind of thing. On the back of this, you do have a hidden switch. This will cycle through the different tracks, which I don't have any music playing, so that'll be there. And then on this side, you have a volume knob. I can turn the volume up and down. You can see that there. So those are hidden back there. Don't forget about those. Passenger screen, you have climate over here for the passenger. We can go back here. Performance, tell your RPM, speed, and gear. Tells you your warm-up process too. You can see the tires are cold and all that. Go back out of here. Got your audio. Nothing's connected. You can also cycle through. You see there on the bottom, just swiping through. There's your brightness and settings, and then the last one would be your map. If I swipe one more time, would be your navigation there. Volume controls, and then you can turn the screen off there. There's the shifter. It's meant to replicate manual transmission, gated. You have your reverse. You just hold this, go back. Now we're in reverse. You have auto up there, manual mode here, and then hold that up for power start. And then to go back into neutral, you just hold both paddles. There you go. And then if you ever did that, backed up to somewhere in the screen, you want it back, just hit that right there and that'll drop that. Parking sensor. Both your window switches there, they're one touch down. Hold them back up. And that's the gist of all the buttons and switches on the new 296 Ferrari.